we're pumped, man. We got the Kill Sage in the background, you know, repping on his homies. He's played Smash before. And I know Sonic Fox did challenge Zero to Ultimate. And Zero, if he's watching this, man, just know, you know, Sonic Fox got a brother in arms in Smash, so he ain't playing behind.
The Kill Sage and I go way back on talking about different things too. So, he was the old school Snake Man, and it's always interesting. I love watching Smashers find success in all kinds of different games. Yeah. And that's kind of the exciting part about Ultimate, though, you know, because they're all going to come back. And people thought it was crazy when Smash 4 came out and all these Melee players and all these Brawl players are trying the same game. You know, people from all over the fighting game world, they're coming to play this game.
It's a beautiful time, man. We all belong together in the same level. So let's go ahead and belong together with 2 Pac-Mans, a Cloud, and a Bayo. That's the name of the story.
Welcome to the 1980s simulator. Bayonetta here from EonRalphie staying with that Cloud. They're going to try to make like some 1980s Ghosts and put in some work on Pac-Man.
Yo, man, that movie Ghost from 1980s was kind of a heartbreaking one. I cried tears, man. I cried tears every time I watched that movie. Bro, I'm crying tears right there because T able to actually get that back air and get rid of Eon from that left side, sorry.
Fire hydrants everywhere. Which time, but he covers them. Great play by T. You know, it's, Eon trying to set up for some big Bayonetta nonsense, but Pac-Man saving the day.
Nice, sets up that hydrant. Ralphie looking to start separating T away from Sinji, looking at how they were playing together, looking to start singling them out, and I love the play. You know what? T's away, let's work on Sinji. Let's look into make this team weaker. Pick them apart by strength, and that's the fact that they were working together.
And fundamentally, that might be one of the interesting things to watch. Pac-Man is such a niche character, but kind of just a very counter the fundamentals of Smash that you're totally used to. It's a character that's very comfortable camping it out off stage, floating around, doing all kinds of things. It's kind of, you know, different than all the other characters that try to, you know, you have that dominant play of hold center stage, get them off stage kind of a deal. Pac-Man's so used to going with the flow of things, just taking what their opponent can give them, that they're kind of used to that doubles play where if they're off stage and have to bide for some time, they're able to.
That up smash, able to get Eon from the recovery there. T looking to set up for his friend just to start looking to press advantage, and I like the way that he even took the time, set up the fire hydrant to get it rolling towards Sinji so he can start making a play and use that as a cover-up option there.
Yeah, so much protection, so much coverage.
You saw him take a second there, but that second made a huge impact when he went to save his friend.
And Eon and Ralphie are going to have to figure out how to handle those fire hydrants. I think that might be a huge part of their issues. They're just they're hitting away. There we go. Good pickup right there.
Yeah, there's finally an opportunity there.
On cue, the positive commentator's curse right there.
That's what we want more often, right? The positive commentator's curse. We don't want the negative one. We want the good one.
Yeah, Ralphie off, and he's down to his last stock. And TeaSinji have built themselves a nice little comfortable lead.
It's looking like the house that TeaSinji built, and the house of fire hydrants indeed.
Big damage off that lift grab on the platform. T able to get away, and there's double fire hydrant on the field again.
My man just eject those Cito with that up B, man. He's like, I don't want to get caught in a Guayo combo. Let me get out of here. And it sets the trampoline.
It must be like trying to play quadruples. Not only do Eon and Ralphie have to manage, there's 2 Pac-Mans on the ground, but they also have to watch for the hydrants as well.
And that's the deal about the hydrants too. The hydrant has to load its health. So if you're able to actually work fast enough, you can get rid of the hydrant. There's a bit of shield pressure there coming out from Ralphie, but unfortunately unable to capitalize and losing the stock, leaving Eon by himself. That was the setup, but Eon going to take the opportunity to send one of them to the skies and get him back on himself on the stage.
The fire hydrant that T shot down probably saved him right there. Had to have Eon adjust his combo a little bit more. Bayonetta's good, but when you got 2 Pac-Mans. Oh my God, what a read on the ground.
The grab and the weight, the patience of mind saying, he'll fall. It'll reach.
I don't know in that situation. It might have been just Eon's like, oh, he whiffed that grab, but then he forgot Pac-Man's grab is terrible. And he just kind of ran like, oh, I just got. That was...
When a bad thing becomes a good thing, that's when you can look back at it and laugh. And be like,
and that's definitely that counter meta thing I'm talking about, that, you know, Pac-Man as a character and their player base in general, if I might say, I think because of where they are on the tier list and how they operate in matchups, they're more akin to just using the time that they're given. I think, if anyone appreciates the time they're given, it's going to be a Pac-Man player.
Yeah.
Whether it's, they have to just buy a little time off stage. They know how much time it takes for that grab to come out. Just all kinds of different things. Time is so powerful for them, and a lot of things that other players are just not used to playing against.
Exactly. Eon going to go ahead and make the switch to Echo Fighter Charlie and just go ahead and use Fox to start dealing percent pressure and damage to these Pac-Man. Mainly because, you know what, that's probably what they weren't doing. They were letting Pac-Man breathe. You need to apply pressure as soon as possible, but the way that Sinji has been playing is he's been looking to get out of potential combos from both players.
Yeah, I definitely agree. If you let them breathe, then all of a sudden they're setting up, and then it's like, as I was saying, quadruples you're playing instead of doubles.
It's like we're watching Fortnite, man. You let people build, and they set up around you, and then you're like, man, he just came up behind me with a shotgun. It's not fair.
And there's the pickup, and right now, red team rolling out the gates. They're coming out swinging.
Down throw. I love that. Look at the opportunity to break the full grab down throw there from Ralphie. Look at that setup. I love the fact that they're doing that. He goes for immediate trampoline knowing my opponent's going for a grab, going for an aggressive option. I get out, and they fall into the trampoline, buying me time.
And not only that, not just buying time, but it means that, their opponent can only approach from the air at that point.
Exactly. T just jumping on that trampoline for dear life. Oh, gets the counter going. I love the fact that Eon took the time to get the shine stall. All right, both players looking for the opportunity there. T is off the stage. Eon trying to capitalize by getting this edge guard situation there, but that fire hydrant is still in play, and it's so disruptive when you see the water move them apart.
Every time they think they got a little something going, that fire hydrant comes in.
That fire hydrant comes in! It's right there! Tell him, Lux, you gotta watch out for the fire hydrant.
And both Pac-Man off stage right there, just no problem though. They're going deep after him right there.
Oh my god, and the tech situation.
And they're gonna get back, no problem. Pac-Man is broken. How do you fight that? Top tier, ban Pac-Man.
Google search how to fight Pac-Man. Like,
get a tutorial.
It's all just put out the art of DDD. Just put out the art of Pac-Man. Let me know how do I fight this character.
Yeah, Sinji just chilled off stage right there for a good 10 seconds. No problem. He's still hanging out there.
Finally, though, Ralphie looking to move in, a little bit of pressure. He's covering enough time for Eon to move in to come in together as a team. That's the center point piece right there. Work together, stop for enough time, come together as a team so you can both work against your opponent there. And unfortunately, being up in the air, he was going to knock out his friend there.
Yeah, I think he was trying to trade the stocks right there because he got really close to killing Ralphie right there with that move. Unfortunately, tagged his teammate.
Nice. Grabs the bell, looking to set it up against him, but unfortunately unable to capitalize. Ralphie just jumping over that trampoline. A lot of pressure coming on at that ledge.
But every time they get to that ledge, those trampolines are just... How do you get through that?
Not only that, it's the fruits. You're seeing them use the fruit to throw at their opponents so they can hold shield, buying them just enough time to come back to the stage. Love it. Look at T's patience, man, holding that shield, and he's able to fully capitalize and get Ralphie away. Here's the team combo and the finish. Incredible play from T and Sinji.
And double Pac-Man, 1 game away from grand finals.
This is what people wanted to see, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of hyped because double, a lot of people would have betted nah, man, double Pac-Man, that's not gonna get any far. And now look at them.
And I was gonna say, if I were Eon and Ralphie here, I'd be red alert here. Let's come up with some desperation options. We've seen Eon go from Bayonetta to his tried and true trusted Fox, and now he's pulling out the Cloud. If you want to talk about a roll of the dice, this is it.
Yeah, this is the situation where you want to start looking to get a potential reverse 3-0 and pulling out all the stops here. Double Cloud versus double Pac-Man, and see how it's going to work. Sometimes, though, I feel that if both players are going just double something, it's better to just look at what your mistakes are making. And it's one of the situations there is the aggressive options that Eon and Ralphie were trying to take, but unfortunately unable to capitalize. That's 2 fire hydrants stacked against each other, man.
At some point, they're just going to have to kind of take a, a step back and take a look and see, they're going to have to work around quite a few options. Oh, that's definitely not one of the things.
That's not a step back. That's total 2 steps backwards.
Yeah, that's one too many steps backwards for where they want to be. But yeah, they got to come up with some sort of plan that works around. They have to work around the fire hydrants. They have to work around the trampolines. They have to, just be able to figure out how to put damage onto somebody, even if the Pac-Man's just chilling off stage. Those are kind of the 3 things that T and Sinji are just milking for all their wins.
And it's starting to become a little bit apparent where we are seeing T and Sinji have a bit of a formula going. They love to set up the trampoline. They love to set up the fire hydrant. Find the pattern like you normally would, and look to tear it apart and look for the weakness in the pattern.
And right now they're just kind of dismantling, Eon and Ralphie.
There's the weakness there. You definitely saw that he went for the trampoline, looked to buy himself some time. Definitely it's going to be Ralphie taking the opportunity to get rid of him at that opportune moment there.
Fortunately for Eon and Ralphie, though, they have both clouds with limit, so if any of them gets, some sort of action going, they can put in some big damage pretty quickly.
Cloud double cloud switch looking to work in play, though, but one of them is at 108%.
And I think that's going to have to be the game plan. You kind of see it right now. Eon and Ralphie are making a little bit of a run and just doing the tier list work. Up air to up air with Cloud. Trying to tack on damage. Wow, what an edge guard.
Opportune moment. They're looking at the weaker player there and able to just fully capitalize off the percent.
You want to talk about a momentum killer right there.
That's
the combo breaker. They're kind of making a little bit of a run, pulling it a little closer to even, and that just,
that kills the momentum, and it's literally hurting you a lot more. I love the setup situation there, and I love the DI. Still able to survive. T definitely knew what Sinji was going for, and he had the correct DI just in case it might have hit him instead.
And blue team has a little bit of a chance to breathe from the hydrant simulator.
Yep.
They have control of the stage. Let's see what they can make work. Oh, I think Ralphie might have had that air dodge read. He kind of doubted himself just a little bit right there.
All right, both players even stocks, not even percent though. Pretty much now, Cloud and the Pac-Man are at high percent. This is the turnaround opportunity here, and that fire hydrant's gonna stop the kill because it's sent. Oh, never mind. You gotta dodge 2 of them, man.
The fire hydrant was a genius level move. Yeah, definitely with double Cloud, Eon and Ralphie doing a much better job of controlling the stage, and that's that's letting them stay just into this match, just in. They're a little behind right now, but definitely it's within striking range. They just can make a couple plays with Cloud, and they might be right there.
The Sinji is in high percent. This is an opportunity moment for Ralphie to actually get him, and Eon will capitalize off the grab combo. Even stocks, both players are pretty much even percent. This is the Swan here.
Oh, wow, there's that big play. As I said, one big play, and they're right there. And they made it happen.
They're finally back in the money here.
And if they just play some solid fundamentals, they should be able to get out of this.
Sinji holding on for dear life. He knows he has 2 of them in very high percents. If he can just knock out one of them, it's looking very close to a 1v1 situation.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of trouble now. He's cornered, got in between the clouds.
Oh, there it is. Ping pong of doom.
Going for a ride. All right, they took a game. I guess double Cloud. There's that roll of the dice sometimes. Sometimes you come up with a winner.
Sometimes you get the high roll, man. Sometimes you get the high roll. Eon and Ralphie back in the money, though. Sinji and T doing a lot of good work, though. Definitely understanding, all right, we knew we were able to force them out to this double Cloud situation. It was a lot of plays, but now we're starting to see the adaptation from Eon and Ralphie. They won the game, so now they kind of have a little bit of more formula to know. Okay, they're going, T loves to go for the trampoline, capitalize on him when he's on the air, look for the weakness in the plays.
And on T and Sinji's side, that's the first time dealing with double Cloud. They got a couple games to figure out. They know now, as far as obstacles that, Eon and Ralphie are throwing up. Eon and Ralphie are going to try to control the stage. They're going to put in some big damage with the Cloud combos. How do we get around that? We've figured out how to get around every other obstacle so far. They'll be damned if it's going to be double Cloud that stands in their way between, from Grand Finals.
Oh, what an opportunity for T looking at that situation. And it was the fact that Ralphie went for the air dodge of that situation.
And the trampoline cover is just so safe. Just set it up, reminiscent of like Diddy Kong Banana, just Probably even better because it forces them to jump.
Yeah, it literally forces your opponent to the situation. What a team combo there. That's what we're starting to see a little bit more coming out from Eon and Ralphie, going for the team combos to build up percents to take on stocks. Coming back to how it was with Zenyu and Bestness.
Right. And it's definitely, as soon as they get that stage control, can clear it from the hydrants. Once they're set up to go, they're putting in big damage. It's going to be a race to the finish, right? Can TeaSinji keep their fire hydrants out, or Eon and Ralphie keep control of the stage just long enough that they can put in enough damage?
And it's super smart the way that Sinji sees, because, you know, I have high percent, retreat to the stage, retreat to the ledge, set up, what am I setting up here again? Trampoline, fire hydrant, and fruits. He knows, I need to stall my percent, it's playing the stock tank.
Trampoline's down.
Still one active, and even then, Ralphie couldn't approach because the other trampoline was active by the fire hydrant. A lot of obstacles for him to go around, and it was going to force a jump situation.
He's made a huge play, though, because that was as you were saying, that's a huge trap situation.
Yep.
A little bit of a slip-up, I think, on Sinji's part, and he just got up aired, you know. And that's the hard part about Cloud. You can make all the right plays as a low-tier, you know, Pac-Man player, but sometimes you just make one mistake, one slip-up, and that's all. That's just the opportunity Cloud needs to make it all happen and put Eon and Ralphie back in the lead.
Yeah, and that fire hydrant there wasn't going to be the savior this time around. I was able to knock out one of them down to stock. Now Eon and Ralphie in the lead for the first time. Huge stock deficit lead. Is he able to get that grab? But Eon coming in for the save. Here's the grab. I love that. Eon looking for the setup there. And he's able to get the finishing touch on a team. Losing the stock and losing advantage. Big setup for TeaSinji to make the turnaround.
That's a little bit of a fortunate misplay for Ralphie and Eon. They got to just take a breath. They're ahead.
Yeah.
They have the lead still. It couldn't have gone much worse than that, but they have the lead still.
In that situation, right, you know you have the lead. You don't have to do much. Force your opponents to you because they're going to be looking to come back.
Just stick to the game plan. It's brought us this far. And they have that stage control. Fire hydrants are back out, though. Let's see if TeaSinji can make a move here. They got the fire hydrant out. Starting to set up. There's all that action.
Definitely one of them in the air. They're doing a good job of just trying to control the stage. Both players literally at even percents. The first stock to go down has to go down to either player. This is pretty crucial here for the situation there. Sinji does have one of them on the platform. He's looking to capitalize, but Eon with the save. And that's going to be the taker there. TeaSinji from the cusp